Hi everyone. So before we get started, I just want to give a special thanks to Battle Droid Commander Karam for your incredible support. I really appreciate all the comments, and I just wanted to give you this quick shout out. Hey guys, so today we're going to be ranking all of the LEGO Star Wars The Clone Wars sets on Tier Maker. This is my first time using this website, so just forgive me if I mess this up somewhat. I believe these are all the sets. Someone else made this one, but let's get right into it. So let's start ranking here. Let me just look through these sets. I did have the majority of these. Some of them I didn't own personally, but a lot of my friends owned them back when I was a kid, and I do remember seeing a lot of them. Let's see here. Okay, so this set I'm just gonna put up first. I had this set twice. It was like it was one of the Jedi Starfighters. There were a few that they made. Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter, I think it was called. Yeah. So let's put this at B. I'm putting this here. It was a good set for what it was worth, but it wasn't like anything special. And I know they're all kind of the same. I really liked like the design of the blue and white. I thought that was pretty accurate to canon, but there's just nothing to write home about here. It's just kind of just like another Jedi Starfighter. And for that reason, I'm going to put this one here too. The Mace Windu one, this is a tough one, guys, because it also has those 2 extra builds and some more figures too. For that reason, I'm putting that above. I'm gonna put this guy down here. Anakin's one, another Anakin's one. Let's put this one here. I don't like the design of this one as much as this one. I just think this one's more accurate. This one's kind of less accurate. So let's just put that down here at C. Okay. All right, so I did own this set as a kid, and I'm gonna put this up here in A. Then again, guys, I don't know what these letters stand for. This is my first time using the website. If you know, just drop this in the comments because I'd be dying to know. But I did own this set, and I really liked it. It might be nostalgia. I just remember really loving this set. So anyway, let's get right back into it here. This build, I did have this one, and besides the figures, it kind of sucked. So I'm gonna put this at C. Okay, let's see what else we got. This one, I did own this one, and I loved it. But I don't know if it's like on the number 1 spot. I think it might be here just because the build is lacking in a lot of areas. It was a fantastic set though. I really liked it. Okay, let's keep going through here. Okay, the Umbaran assault cannon or whatever, definitely number 1. I loved that set. I also love the figures, and I sold that Ahsoka figure a few months ago, and I really wish I didn't. But it really went up in value a ton since I bought the set. I still have all the other figures too, which is good. But that Ahsoka, I wish I hung on to that. Okay, this is the OG. This one, not so much. It was just like a droid battle pack, which was cool, but I mean, like, would you really want to collect that? If this was on the shelf next to this one, like, really? You go this one. Okay. Let's see which other... I owned this one. I loved it. I thought the build was, like, awesome. So let's put that number 1 here. This one as well. I owned this one, and I got this when I was younger, and unfortunately I didn't have the patience to finish it completely. I got like, I'd say 80% of the way done, and then I just kind of gave up on it. But I still think it was a great build, and I could kind of see the potential just from building that little bit of it. So I'm gonna put that number 1. I've also seen other people who have it, and it just looks fantastic. I so wish I kept that intact and like in good condition, but it kind of just fell apart in my Lego bin. over the years. Okay, so this one is going to go here. I owned this one as well. I think... See, I really love this wave. I forget which wave this was. It was one with Captain Rex in the corner, but I think this one might have been my favorite wave. It's really hard for me to say, but I love the figures. This came with 2 Republic Senate guards, and it also came with Cad Bane and another bounty hunter, I think. But those 2 guards were fantastic. I still have them in my collection up to this day, and I just love them. They're really cool. Okay, this one I do not own, but it is probably my most wanted set at the moment, so I'm putting that at number 1 for that reason. I wish they would remake this. Like, if LEGO's watching this, guys, come on, please, please, I'm begging you. Okay, keep going through. All right, this one is definitely number 1. I don't own this one, but I did know someone who did, and I think just this was the best turbo tank out of all of them. Personally, in my opinion, I know there were pluses and minuses to the other ones too, but this one, just for like the build itself, was probably the biggest build, and it was also, like, I think the most detailed and thought out one as well. Okay, I did own this set. I'm gonna put this one here. I might be thinking about these too, like I might be thinking about these, rating these too high, probably because of nostalgia. But I just remember these sets so fondly, and I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna put that one there, and I think I'm doing the best I can. I'm doing the best I can. Okay, let's keep going. Here was. Okay, so this one I'll put up here just for the same reason. It came with an extra build, also 2 buzz droids. I think this was Ahsoka's Starfighter, but I'm going to put this here like Mace Windu's one just because of the fact that it came with some extra builds. And I think for these little Jedi Starfighters, they need to come with extra builds in order for them to be more, like, I guess, to have like a better value. So I owned this one. I picked it up at the LEGO store with my grandma one time, and I didn't really like it. I mean, the figures were awesome, but with that aside, I think it's going to go B. No, B. This guy, great for mocks. I wish I picked it up. I think it was like a Target exclusive, if I remember correctly. So it's going to go there. Okay, so this one, the Twilight, it's kind of hard for me to rate it because I think they did a really good job, like, capturing it from this show or the movie that it came from. But the build, just no. Like, it's just a bad build. I think just in general, the ship is kind of ugly, just from my opinion. And that might have been what they were going for, but I think one thing you also have to take into account is the other selection choices that LEGO could have picked instead of this, and I just think there were so many better options to do than this, like, literal gray blob, like, with a wing sticking out of the side and a cannon on top. I mean, I think a lot of people enjoy this set, but I just personally, in my opinion, I really didn't like it. And I never owned it. Like, my opinion could have changed if I had owned it in the past, but just from what I know now, that's just going to stay there. Okay, so we have the coveted Venator. I never owned this one. I think this one has like a little bit... I think this one might be a little bit overrated. Okay, I'm going to put it there. I never owned this one, so keep that in mind, but I think it might be a little bit overrated compared to what other people are saying about it. So I'm just going to put it at B. Okay, I remember picking this one up. I loved the figures. This battle pack was amazing. Let's put it on the number 1 spot. This one I also picked up. It was good, but I really wish they had went with more clones. They had 2 I think they're called like commando droids. While we're on the battle packs, I guess the Mandalorian one, number 1, of course, obviously. What other battle packs we have here? First battle pack just goes without saying. All right, this one kind of sucks. Like, I know we got like a 501st Trooper in here, which a lot of people use to build their armies, but like, come on, the build isn't that great. You got a Droideka that looks like pretty god dang awful. Let's put this down here. Or, I don't know. Let's put it here. Okay, this one goes here. All right, this is number 1. I'm not even going to explain this. If you know, you know. If you don't, go do your research, but just this belongs up here. This one belongs up here too. All right, I think I got to be a little more critical here. Because I think I'm being too nice to some sets. So I'm just going to look through this list and just make sure I'm doing everything okay. You know, looking at, I think this is going to belong down here. I think these ones belong over here as well. Even though they have those extra builds, I don't know. I feel like I should just be making this a little more balanced. So let's keep going through. Hondo's thing. Put that over here. Yoda's Starfighter. Put it here as well. Okay, this one was pretty cool. I never owned this one, but my friend did, and I just thought it looked awesome. In person, it looked really cool. This one I did own, and no, I didn't really like it. This one's going to go here. It's kind of like a classic set that I want to put higher, but just looking at it objectively, I can't justify it. And this one's kind of the same as the last one. I'm just looking at these objectively, and I just can't justify putting it any higher on the list. Let's see what else we got. Okay, this one was a pretty good set for what it was worth. I'll put it here. Okay, so you guys might get mad at me with this choice, but I personally think that the newer one was a lot better. I know a lot of people like this one more, but I don't know. I think the newer one was cooler. Malevolence, no, I didn't really like it. This one, alright, this one was pretty cool. The OG, of course. Nope. That's like meh. I had this set. I thought it was like kind of cool, but it just looked kind of weird, in my opinion. This one's kind of the same, I would say. I never owned the Mandalorian like ship set, but let's just put it there. I know like a lot of people love this, and I'm kind of just gonna take everyone's word on it. I never had this one in person or saw it in person, so it's difficult for me to judge, but just from looking at it as well, like I really like the design, and I think the designers did a good job on this set. This one I did see. I think this one's very underrated. I'm gonna put this at B. Alright, this is the OG, of course. This one goes over here. Alright, which one is this one? I don't really remember this one too much, but just looking at this little picture over here, I'm going to put this at C. There was a better, I think it's called the ATT. There was a better one that came out, so I'm just going to, for that reason alone, I'm just going to put this over here. I think this set was kind of, I don't know, I didn't really enjoy that one particularly, and then this one as well. So I guess that does it. Let me just look through this list, make sure it's all good. Of course, of course. I think I can justify it, actually. Good, 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 good. Like, I wish I could put some more of these in the S column, but I feel like it has to be, like, really good for me to do that. And some of these I just don't see being, like, perfect sets. Like, I see some of these being perfect sets. I know a lot of you might disagree with me on this one, but I just thought this was, like, then again, that might just be the nostalgia talking, but I really loved this one as a kid. I really loved it. Let's just keep looking through. I actually owned 2 of these back in the day. I think I might have said that earlier in the video, but who cares? Yeah, I'm going to move this one up one. Just because of that figure. I think the figure was like a new one, and I just loved it. I still have it to this day, and it's just amazing. Also, we got like a snow Anakin, which you can't really see over here, but it was over here. You can kind of see the tip of the lightsaber, but that was pretty cool as well. I think the build was still nothing special, but for the figures alone, I'm going to put it in the B column. Let's move this up to C. I still think it was good in the fact that it stayed true to what battle packs were meant to be, which was like for army building, which in more recent years, they have kind of strayed from that idea, which I disagree with, but I think this set did a good job staying with the mission of what the battle pack was supposed to be. So yeah, I think this is going to be the lists. Let me know what you guys think. I am going to go into the community ranking tab. Let's see what some other people put. All right, there's 2 lists here. Let's see what else we got. All right, so this person was obviously a lot more harsh on their judging because there's like less sets up here, kind of peaks in these 2 categories. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look what they did. All right, the top 2 I definitely agree with. I wish they put this one in the top column. This one in the top column as well. I mean, generally, I don't totally disagree. Like, I think I see a lot of, like, similar trends between mine and this person's. Like, we got this battle pack towards the bottom, this one towards the top, kind of like what I did. I kind of reversed it, though. This one is up here, and then this one was up here. Typically, we see, like, the Jedi Starfighters in between the C and D columns, which is what I did as well. The Umbaran Assault Tank, oh, God. Like, this person obviously didn't have that set, because if they did, like, that would be it would be up there. It might not be S, but it would for sure not be D. And yeah, I think like otherwise, this one. Otherwise, besides this one and a few other things, I pretty much agree with this guy. All right, let's see the other person's. Oh yeah, I like how this person did this on the side. That helps me a lot. But I think I love it would be above yes. I don't know. Maybe that's just me personally. All right, let's see. So this guy, no, I don't think so. This one, I think I would put it in either it's pretty cool or I love it. This guy, I could justify putting it here. This one I would want to put, or these 2, I guess I'd want to put as yes. I mean, otherwise, I think this guy got it pretty spot on. Anyways, thank you guys so much for staying tuned to the end of the video. Make sure to drop a comment down below of what you would change of my lists, or if you would keep it the same. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.